Love having you here, and we're talking. I love that we're doing this because it's all things spring gardening, but it's the pretties in our garden. It's the accessories, the antiques.
Like as a girl, you want to put the jewelry on the garden, right? And I was at this fabulous antique show last weekend in Xenia, Ohio, with my girlfriend Lauren Shue, and it inspired me. And this is a piece from my mama, but it's about using the things that you have. All of these things are mine, and I just have stuff everywhere. But it's upcycling, recycling. It's about sustainability. Yeah. When things get rusty and old, sometimes we think that they're no good anymore.
No, they're even
that's
better.
When they're better. They have character. You can put soil in them, plant them with a beautiful begonia. I mean, that's what I love. But when I entertain, I adore putting a little water and these floating candles in this fabulous little serving piece from Mom. But also the juxtaposition, I think, of antiques with brand new green sprouts. It's that artistic juxtaposition that I think really works. You know? And this morning, I love urns in the garden. Urns are very classic, London, England, antique. This is one of my urns, and I grabbed a fern that I was going to put in there because I think ferns and urns, it rhymes. I think ferns and urns go really well together because they're such a classic look. So I pulled the fern down, and these two little birds were just chirping at me, and I looked up, and there was they told me there was a nest in there, and I looked down. The most perfect. This is not it, but the most perfect little round nest that I cannot even tell you how sweet it was. But right now, the nests are being utilized and being full of all our eggs. So be careful when you use plants and move them around. Just kind of check for those little things too. But urns and ferns are really great. But also, I picked up this fabulous piece.
Ooh,
Isn't this great? And this is probably a reproduction. You know, it was pretty inexpensive. But in the garden, I love to layer when I'm entertaining. I even use a book. Now, this is a good book, but you get an old book. You don't care if it gets a little damp, a little dirty, and just start layering things for the centerpiece. Just start putting things in there that you love and that you want to like show off, and maybe a little candle, and you're all set. And that's a fabulous centerpiece. I
love this.
And put a little plant or a little succulent in there, or just even add a little bloom. Pansies are edible, by the way, and they're a cold crop. They're related to spinach. And so I'll drop some pansy blooms now in my salads. If I'm using in my centerpiece, I'll also put them in my spinach salad. So it kind of carries the theme through your dinner party.
So you've given me so many good ideas. I have a bench in the front of my house, and I'm always like, what should I put on here? What should I do?
Right,
What a great idea.
There is a great little gal, her name's Zoe, and she has garden brocante. Brocante means second hand. And we met on social media, and she's taught me a lot about great antiquing. Some of the best antiques are at the Chelsea Flower Show, and that's where you can find a lot of these great things at your local antique stores.
It's just like a season of renewal and rebirth. I love it. It's all things life. Carrie Petty, Master Gardener, thank you so much.
Thanks for
being here. Oh, it's always so good to see her as always. Thank you.